Hello, it's Miss Thompson. So right here we have a blank map of the Southwest and Central Asia region that we're currently studying in class. So hopefully you have a practice map at home so we can just go through it together, fill it out so that you can be ready for your mapping quiz this week. So let's start with the bodies of water. So over here on the left, we have the Mediterranean Sea. We looked at it already when we did Europe and Russia, but we're looking at it again. So the Mediterranean Sea over here. So in the top left corner, we have the Black Sea, this body of water. When we go towards the middle of the map, this body of water is the Caspian Sea, right here. More inland between these two countries is the Aral Sea that we have. So if we move to the bottom left corner of our map, we see Africa here and then the Arabian Peninsula here. But this body of water in between them is the Red Sea. So now under the Arabian Peninsula by this country, which is Yemen, we have the Gulf of Aden. So Aden being spelled A-D-E-N, Gulf of Aden. So over here, this country is Oman. So the body of water right next to it is the Gulf of Oman. So that should be pretty easy to remember. So this body of water that separates these two countries is the Persian Gulf. So as you move more out here, this is the Arabian Sea, and more in the bottom right corner of the map is the Indian Ocean. So now let's look at some of our countries. So we have Oman right here next to the Gulf of Oman, right? So to the left of Oman, we have the country Yemen. North of Yemen, we have Saudi Arabia. To the right of Saudi Arabia, we have the United Arab Emirates, or the UAE. This country here is Qatar, or Qatar, as some people pronounce it. And then this small piece right here is Bahrain. If you want to remember, you can say baby Bahrain because it's so small. So all these countries make up this giant boot, which is the Arabian Peninsula, which is one of our physical features. So if we move north, we'll see that this is Iraq. So at the bottom of Iraq, this little country here, also at the top of the Persian Gulf, is Kuwait. So don't forget about Kuwait right here. So now, going back over Saudi Arabia, we go north of it. Here we have the country Jordan. And then right to the left of Jordan, we have Israel. So this piece right here is actually the Dead Sea. The Dead Sea lies between Israel and Jordan. So that's a way that you can remember all three. Israel, the Dead Sea, and then Jordan. So north of Israel, we have Lebanon. And then to the right of Lebanon, we have Syria. So out here in the Mediterranean, see, we have the island country of Cyprus. So this country right here that's between the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea is Turkey. This is also where the Anatolia Plateau is, right? So then if we move north of Turkey, we have this country, which is Georgia. So up here is also where the Caucasus Mountains are, which is another physical feature that you can fill in right here by Georgia. So south of Georgia, we have Armenia. And then this little bit in this country right here makes up Azerbaijan. Okay? So then when we move in to Iran, this is Iran or Iran. This is where the Zagros Mountains are. So going back to Iraq, which is right next to Iran, we have the Euphrates River, which would be right here leading into the Persian Gulf, and the Tigris River, which is to the right of it, and they meet and connect and go into the Persian Gulf. So as we continue to move to the right, we have Afghanistan. So if you want to remember these three countries here, you can say, how did I get from Afghanistan to Iraq, Iran? So that's a way that you can remember all three of those countries. So over here we have Pakistan, and this is where the Indus River would be. Up in the top of Afghanistan and Pakistan is where the Hindu Kush mountains would be. And then up here we have our last stands of the region. So up here we have Kazakhstan, which is also where the Kazakh uplands would be. So revisiting the Aral Sea is between Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, right there. So directly below Uzbekistan is Turkmenistan. This country right here, north of Afghanistan, is Tajikistan. And here we have Kyrgyzstan. So that's a review of the Central and Southwest Asia region that we're currently studying. Hopefully you filled out your maps and you're ready for your quiz. Okay, bye.